Okay, today we're going to be building the redneck deer feeder. This is a deer feeder that I've created that works pretty good, and thought I'd put it on video and share it with other people. The first thing that you need to do before you build any project is you need a plan. And so that's what I've done here. The very first step is I've kind of drawn out the game plan for my deer feeder. And some of the items that you're going to need for the deer feeder is you're going to need obviously a piece of PVC pipe. I chose 6-inch diameter PVC pipe because it holds more. It's a little more expensive than 4-inch, but I still went ahead with it. You're going to need a cap. Keep the rain out. We're going to cap it. We're also going to need a dowel. This is about 36 inches long, about 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch in diameter. You'll see why we need that later on. Some scrap wood, some 409, some various hand tools, and a couple of Sharpies. And you're also going to need a piece of, I chose 3/4 inch plywood, pressure treated plywood, for the base. So that's it. That's the start of our project, and we're going to go ahead and build it. 6-inch PVC pipe is hard to cut, even with a 12-inch chop saw. But what you can do is spin it while you're cutting it, and it works pretty good. It comes in 10-foot lengths, but if you're like me and you work in construction, you could probably find a piece of this, a scrap piece, in some building material that's been thrown away. But that's an easy way to cut it. All right, after you've cut your PVC pipe to the length that you want it, I chose 40 inches. I don't want to make it any taller. The idea is I'm going to pour cracked corn into this PVC pipe. I don't want to make it too tall that I can't reach and I can't pour it in there. So it's about 40 inches long. The next step is I want to paint this. So I bought some paint. You got to make sure it's plastic paint so that I can paint that. I want to camouflage it. So I bought a green, a black, and a brown, and I also bought some fluorescent paint. I'll show you what that's for later on. But before you paint it, you just want to scuff it up, and I'm going to scuff it up with that belt sander. And I'm just going to make it'll help the paint will hold a lot better, and it's pretty simple to do. I just let it spin around on itself. Okay, after you've sanded the entire radius of the PVC pipe, I also did the cap. I don't know if you can see that in this video, but you can tell it's not as shiny as it was. That'll adhere the paint really well. The next step is we're going to put a block of wood, a round block of wood that sticks up off the base here, our 3/4 inch plywood, pressure treated plywood. We're going to mount a piece there, so we have something that we can mount the pipe to. All I've done here is draw an X, from point to point with a straight edge to find the center. I'm going to use this scrap piece of PVC that I've cut. I'm just going to eyeball it and put it right around in the center, draw a circle. I'm also going to draw a circle on my scrap piece of wood here, and I'm going to cut that out, and then I'm going to mount that to there. So I'm going to cut that out with a jigsaw, mount it with some wood glue and some screws, and then we'll be able to mount the PVC pipe. Alright, after you've cut out your circle from your scrap wood with your jigsaw, before you mount it to your base, and you can see I drew a circle on there, before you mount it, just make sure you check to make sure that it does in fact fit before you mount it onto the base. And all we're going to do is I'm going to use, these are drywall screws. They're about 1.25 inches long. I'm just going to drill some pilot holes, probably countersink them, and once this is mounted to the base, I'm just going to set this on top and screw it. Alright, after you've mounted your PVC pipe and your cylinder disc to the base, you can see it's mounted now, and you've screwed it in, the next step is we're going to drill some holes for the feed to come out and onto the platform. I use a 2-inch diameter hole saw, and if you want to remember, you got a 3/4 inch piece on the bottom, so I like to get it right around the bottom, you know, anywhere right above it, maybe 2 3/4, 3 inches above the base. Then you don't hit that piece of 3/4 inch plywood. And you just want to, I'll do 3 holes, kind of a triangle or a pyramid or a tripod kind of thing. You could do 4, but that's a lot of feed to come out. I think 3 works pretty well. So the next step is just drilling those holes. Alright, so I got my 3 holes from the hole saw drilled in the bottom, you can see, and it's attached. And the next step, what I want to do is I've taken a dowel and I've cut another circle of this a little smaller, the inside diameter of the pipe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in the top of my cap and paint the tip of this fluorescent orange, so from a distance, as the feed, I put this on, put the cap on, as the feed goes down, it's kind of a gauge, so I can see when the feed is empty. So from the house, out in the distance where the deer are feeding, I can tell when I've run out of feed. So this is pretty simple, just attach the dowel to a wood block, and I'm going to drill a hole a little bigger than the diameter of the dowel, just so it has some play and you don't have to worry about rainwater getting inside. And then once the cap is on top, it'll go down as the feed goes down, and it's kind of a neat feature. So that's just the next step. And there you have it, the redneck deer feeder. The cap comes off. And like I said, the dowel, kind of the feeder gauge goes down. I put a screw in so that this doesn't fall all the way to the bottom. Put a screw in just to hold it up. And as the feed goes down, as they eat, like I said, we're going to paint the tip of that fluorescent orange. You'll be able to tell when it's empty. The next step is just take some 409 and you just want to clean it up with a rag before you paint it. When you sand PVC pipe, it has like a residue to it. So I'm just going to clean it up, take it outside, and paint it up. That's it.